Hello guys. Today is Tuesday, which is the day when I look for players to buy in the market. Let's see what we get. I currently have 68 players on my squad, which means that I could buy only two more. However, I have these two guys who will be sold very soon. Then I will be able to hire two more. They'll be sold in some minutes because this is the time here now. It means that I can buy four players in total today. I count on a good number of scouts at the moment. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, I think I counted 19 before, but yeah, 18 or 19. Scouts that I can use to check the player's bloom status. Therefore, I don't need to save as much as before. Let me go to the transfer list. I have the script activated on this page already. Let me activate the bookmark. Now I update the page and let's see what we get. I will skip these first players because they have few seconds remaining or 1 minute. I'll start from here. This one is 22 years old, TI2, so he's bloomed, very cheap, nothing to think about. This one, agent price close, probably he's bloomed already, but depending on the training ground, he could be a late bloomer, but I don't think he's so interesting anyway. This one, the price is much higher than the agent price. I'm not gonna check. This one the same. This one, I think he's blooming, or he could not be blooming. Let me open him. Oh, actually, this player is mine. Yeah, he's blooming. I just saw the name now. Yeah, I cannot buy my own player. Okay, um, this one, not interesting. The same. Okay. Yeah, this one you can check. I don't think he's profitable, but let me check. He's clearly bloomed already. For this type of player, I usually consider training density of 2 or 3 to make my simulation. Let me consider 3. After 6 weeks, I can gain this, and he's costing this, so not profitable. I keep going. This one bloomed, cannot make any profit here. Same thing. High difference. This one not such a high difference, but I think he's bloomed. If he's not bloomed, he's a late bloomer. I don't really like to buy late bloomers because let's say this guy has a good potential. He can have a high TI. If he starts at the age of 20, okay, I can sell him the latest at the age of 22.11, considering his 3 years of bloom. But he may start blooming at 21 or at 22. I don't like to be so uncertain with the sell to agent strategy. Okay, that's why I usually don't buy late bloomers at the age of 19. If I have a guy at the age of 20 or 21 and he's late bloomer, okay, then I can consider because the blooms will start sooner. So this one I will not check. I think he's bloomed anyway. This one not profitable. I think this one is bloomed. This one, I think he's not blooming, but let me check. I have to see his the training ground of his club. Because with this TI, unless the training ground is very low, he's not blooming. Let's see, the training ground of the team is 10, so I'm very sure he's not blooming. Now you have to see whether he is a normal bloomer or a late bloomer. Let me check his TI again. He's this one, his TI was 13. Okay. 13 here on my training ground would be 11.1. I will consider 11. Then let's think in case he actually, this guy will demand a long simulation. Therefore, I will go to my have some time, then I will go to my spreadsheet and make a longer simulation with him. This is the spreadsheet I use for the saturation strategy that I presented to you before. I will quickly use this now to simulate the development of this guy. Let me just put a C to make it faster. His age is 18.07 currently. Then I will consider he's a normal bloomer. If he's a late bloomer, I don't want. So I'm doing the simulation so that I can check if it's worth in case he's normal bloomer. Understand? Because if I send a scout, he's normal bloomer. But then what? Is it profitable or not? Probably yes, but I want to check here first. He's a goalkeeper. Skill index. Purchase price, I will leave 0 for now. I bought him before Tuesday night. Season, I think it's this one. What else? Wage. And then wait, let me up the. Okay, when I click, you can see the titles. This is the TI. He was, I think he was 11 for me, right? I said, yeah, 11 at the age of 18. Usually, when I don't know much about the play, I consider 12 or 13 in the during the blooming phase. I'll consider 12 for this guy. So 12 at age 19, 12 20 years old, and 12 at 21. This would be his bloom. Okay, in case he's a normal bloomer, then he will start blooming at the age of 19. Let's see. With this scenario, let's say if I sell him at the age 19.11, I do it in my spreadsheet and not here, because if I do here in the traders calculator, this update in wage will not be considered. While in my spreadsheet, the wage is updated. As you can see here, let me click. See, this is his second projected wage, 36,000. See, then the third, 80,000, and so on. Okay, this is all projections, but it can help me to have an idea about the profitability of the player. Then let me go to the end to see what profit I can expect from him. Okay, so this is the profit. 2 million, almost 3 million at the age of 19.11. Let me put at the end of his bloom, which is 21.11, right? Yeah, 21.11. At this age, I could make almost 9 million profit with him. Currently, I'm only buying players who can give me at least, not at least, but around 3 million per season. Okay, if I buy a player to sell after 6 weeks, I may consider like 2 million, 500,000, 2.7, something like that. But for this player, I want 3 million per season. He will stay more or less 3 seasons in my team. 3 seasons point something, but let's consider 3 seasons. So if I sell him for 9 million, no, sorry, if I get a profit with him of 9 million, it would mean 3 million per season, more or less, right? Yes, but he is currently being sold for this price. Someone even made a bid on him. Then I have to deduct. So 9 million minus 1 point something, which is like 8 million. Overall, I'm making a profit of less than 3 million per season. So I don't want this. Understand? I hope my explanation is not too confusing for you. He's not interesting to me. I would have to send a scout to check whether he is really a normal bloomer or not. I'm almost sure he is, but could be a late bloomer too. But even in the best scenario, if he is a normal bloomer, after my simulation, I conclude that I don't want him. So I will not even spend a scout. Okay? Then this guy is out. Back to the transfer list. Let me continue. This one, price is too high already. Could be profitable, but with this big difference, I don't really want to check. No, not good. This one could be interesting. This guy's bloomed. The difference in price is not so big. I don't think he's gonna be profitable for me, but let me check. You saw that his training density was 2, and he is over 22 years old, so I'm very sure he's bloomed. 100% sure. But this guy has training ground 0. Yeah, anyway, he's bloomed. He cannot be not bloomed, I think. If he's not bloomed, it means his potential is extremely low to have only 2 of training density. Then let's consider He is 22. Let me consider 3 of training intensity on my training grounds. I can make this much profit with him, and I have to pay this. So, not really good. Less than 2 million profit. Even if he makes 4 training intensity, then it will be 2 million. Yeah, not good. Not buying this guy. This one, not good. Remember that I'm considering players for the sell to agent strategy, okay? Maybe if I wanted to strengthen my team, this player could be good. Yeah, not bad, okay? The price is close, but I'm looking for players to give me profit, not to strengthen the team. This one could be a late bloomer, but as I told you before, I don't like to buy late bloomers for now. This one I think is bloomed and expensive. Bloomed, bloomed, bloomed. Yeah, nothing good so far. Okay, I skip some players. Um, if you have questions about them, you can ask me in the comments and I can tell you why. But I think most are obvious. For example, this one is clearly bloomed. The agent price is the same as the current price, so I have nothing to get there. Okay, this one, I think it's bloom based on the train intensity. This others, okay, a lot of bloom players. Look at this guy, really expensive. He must have a huge potential. But I'm not buying this kind of player yet for my team. Even if I wanted, I don't have enough money. This one, blooming, but too low in intensity. He's at least in the middle of his bloom. Don't think I can make profit. Could check for more things, but I will save time. I don't think he's gonna be profitable. Because for example, maybe he's getting 10, but the training grounds of the team is 2 or 3. My training grounds are currently 7, so the training intensity would be higher. I could make simulation with a higher TI, but I don't based on my experience, I don't think it would be profitable anyway. That's why I'm saving time and skipping this player. This one, not good. Blonde, blonde. I can't believe we're not gonna get any interesting player today. Yeah, still nothing good. Yeah, maybe the players are getting smarter. They are not selling their players for less than the agent price anymore. Oh, but we got one here. 7. Probably bloomed, but let's check the training grounds of the team. And the current bid is quite lower than the agent price. Possibly we could make profit. Let's see. Training density 7. Training ground 9. Training density 7 in training ground 9. I think he's bloomed. Yeah, if he was a late bloomer, I would expect a training intensity of at least like 9, 10. But yeah, could be possible. He had 7, right? Yeah, hard to be sure. Let's say 7 in my training ground would be 6.3. I put 6 during 6 weeks. I can make this much profit. He's being sold for this. Okay, I could make 2 point something million. Now I have here a situation that made me think. The profitability of this guy is not good for me because it's just 2 point what 2.2 more or less. But he could be not blooming. Maybe he's a late bloomer. Then he could be interesting. Should I scout this player to check? I will leave him here for now. Maybe later I scout because there are still 47 minutes. Okay, maybe two teams bid on this guy, then the price would be like 8 million or close to 9 million. Then I don't really want to check with my scout. But if the price stays like this, maybe I check if he's a late bloomer. Okay, so I will keep this guy here. Later we see him again. Back here, this one is not interesting. No, no. This one is blooming. Yeah, let's check. He had 18 on training ground 10. On my training ground, he will have 15.3. I will consider 15. And let's suppose that he's in his last year of bloom. Then I have 8 more weeks to go. He would give me this profit. And he's costing this, so really not good. Let's suppose that he is in his second year of bloom. Then we can add 12 more weeks. 3 million, I pay this, still not good. I'm making 2.4 million of profit after what? After almost 2 seasons. Yeah, let's give him one more chance. What if he's in his first year of bloom? We had 12 more, 7 million after practically 3 seasons, and I have to pay this, so no way. He's good for me. Okay, let's continue. Not good. Like you see these players, high TI, but very low skill index. I don't waste time with these players anymore because I know they will not give me profit. I can make simulations, they will grow, but they don't give enough profit. Okay, probably their potential is low, so I will not waste time on them. This one's not good. This ones could be blooming, but since the rain intensity could be blooming, no, it could be late bloomers. But since the rain intensity is very low, I don't think they are. Usually, late bloomers they have higher training intensity before their bloom. Understand? This one, well, 22.1 doesn't look profitable, but let me check. Training intensity 10 on training ground 6. Okay, lower than mine. So it's gonna grow a bit on my training ground. 10.6. Should I consider 11? Yeah, let me be a bit optimistic. Okay, let's see at the age of 22.11, in case he is in his third year of bloom. So I have 10 more weeks to go. 14. He's being sold for 12. Yeah, around almost 2 million, but actually less than that. Because in 10 weeks, there will be a season update. Next season, I will pay more salary for him. To have a better simulation, I should use my spreadsheet. But based on what I see here, even if his wage doesn't increase, it's not interesting to me. So I will not even go to my spreadsheet. Okay, but let me check further. This I consider if he's in his third year of bloom. If he is in his second year of bloom, he should be 22. Yep, 19. Then is good, no? 7.7 million more or less after 2 seasons is more than the three I expect. But I have the thing that about the salary. His wage will increase. So maybe he's not profitable yet. But it's worth to check, I think. I will keep him here to see how this price is gonna go up later. If this price stays more or less this, I will simulate him on my spreadsheet, and if I think it's profitable, I will check to see what's his bloom status. Oh, I just check before the spreadsheet since I have many scouts. But for now, I just keep him saved here. Back here, this guy is not good. Not good. This one has a high trade intensity, but the skill index. No, yeah, the bank price is too low, so I know that the skill index is also low. Probably he's not gonna be profitable. As you see, there are so many players, so I should make considerations like this to skip. I don't want to open one by one. Based on my experience, I can skip many. Bloomed, this one, price difference too big. Okay, possibly a late bloomer, but I don't like to work with late bloomers in this condition. This one, not good. No, no. Yeah, you're really not lucky today. This guy, I think he's not blooming. The Asian price is closer, but he's similar to that guy who I didn't open. What was it? No, I opened, I checked on the spreadsheet, and I didn't want him afterwards. But maybe I think his auction is over already. Yeah, but I think he's similar to that guy. The training intensity is not so high. He's probably could be a normal bloomer, could be a late bloomer, but based on the experience with that previous guy, I will not check him. Probably he's not profitable, right? Yeah, yeah. Let me continue. Okay, this one is blooming, but there is quite some difference here already, and the trade intensity is low. I will not check. Okay, yeah, we reached the end of the list, and there are no more interesting players. I saved those two. Let me go back there. I'll stop here for now and wait to see what happens with these two that I selected, and later I will look for more players. I'm back here. As you can see, the auction for this player will be over in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. This was the profit I calculated in case he was bloomed, right? Like this. Yeah, currently it's not good, 1.4. Then let me check if he is a late bloomer. I don't think. I think he is bloomed, but I could be wrong in this case, so let me check. Okay. I will send can be discount. Okay, as you see, he's bloomed. And then I waited some time, but I see that he's not profitable. I can make this, and he's costing this, so he's out. This one has more time. It's still 16 minutes to go in the projection I made before. Okay, now I could get what 7.7 around 7 million after 2 seasons. Yeah, a bit more than 3 millions per season, but I have to consider that his waging is going to increase. Yeah, I don't think he will be so profitable, but I'll check. Since it's a kind of an educational video, let me spend a scout. If I wasn't recording, I would probably just skip this guy or wait longer. But let me send a scout here. Okay, this one is okay. He's in the middle of his bloom. Then this projection is valid. Okay, after this time, he would give me this profit. It's around 7 million difference. Will I lose this extra million because of his wage? Now I should go to my spreadsheet. Let me go there. Let me confirm the time just to be safe. 14. Okay, we have plenty of time. I will quickly fill up his data. He is in his second year of bloom, and he's at the age of 22, so I should sell him at the age of 23.11. This is my simulation. For the TIs, I consider that he will maintain his current training intensity of 11 on my training ground now and for next season. But from my experience, this training intensity could go higher, but it could also go lower. So you never know when you make this estimation. This is just an estimation, as I just said. And in this case, the profit I could make with him after more or less 2 seasons would be this 30 million, more or less. And currently I should pay this. So totally not profitable. See the difference it makes when you analyze with the spreadsheet rather than analyzing just with the trader's calculator. I could be misled here, thinking that I will make almost 7 million profit. Maybe I think, okay, I can lose 1 million with salaries, then I can still make 6 million profit. But when I use the spreadsheet, I realize that I will make, in this scenario, paying this price, I will make just, what, not even a million, 500,000 profit. Because his wage will increase a lot. Let's check. In the simulation, this is his current wage here. But next season, his wage will be this 365, and in the other season 490. So this harms our profitability a lot. Finally, I conclude this player is not profitable. I reached the end before. Let me update the page to see some more. The last one was this. Okay, now where is he? Here, this was the last one, I think, right? Okay, I wait some seconds for the script to fully load. Now it's loaded, let's keep looking for players. Nothing here. This one, yeah, it's analyzable. Let's check. Train intensity 16. On training ground 10. For us should be 13.6. I'll put 13. Round it down. There are 10 more weeks to go. This is the profitability. I had to pay this, so only 1.7 million. Quite bad. And within this time, there will be a wage update. Probably not profitable. What if he's in his second year of Bloom? 9 million, costing 4, 5 point something, still less than 6, which is what I like. And this not considering the change in wage. In the last case, 16 to 9, led to no to 4. So 12 million more or less in 3 seasons, 4 million per season. But I have to consider the difference in wage. Yeah, possibly could be profitable. I'll save him here and see how the bids grow. Continuing, this one not good. No, no. It's bloomed. This one could be interesting. It's from the same team as the other guy. Training intensity 15. On my training ground 12. I'll put 13 this time. Round up. Rounding up or down is my choice, okay? Usually I round down, but sometimes I round up. Let's see. 9 more weeks to go in case he's in his third year of Bloom. Profitability this. The price is this. Not good. If he has one more season, then it should be 21. Profitability this. 26. 10 million. Yeah, should be interesting. His skill index is quite high. I don't believe he's in other bloom phase than the third, but it's possible. Then let me keep him here for now. Keep going. Not good, not good. This one I could check as well. He had 17 in training ground 10. He's obviously blooming because he's 19 years old. 14.5 round down. And 8 more weeks to go. In case he's in his last year of bloom, not profitable. Not profitable enough for me. If he's in his second year of bloom, then it could be good. One more to be in the list to check later. Keep going. This one, yeah, I know he's at least done with his first year of bloom. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be so profitable. I'll save my time. Here, okay. He could be a late bloomer, but I will not bet on it. If he's going to his second year of bloom, I don't think it will be profitable. So I'll not check. And also, I don't like late bloomers, as I told you before, at this age. Let's see this one. Let me open and check. My training ground would be 19.6. But this one is a bit complicated to simulate because he is blooming, I think, but he is 18. So he has 2 more weeks to go with this TI, and then he will drop because his teen TI will be over. Okay, for more information about teen TI and different bloom status and different TIs, check this video you see in the cards. Okay, then here I have to think about one TI he could have. Then I have to simulate with a lower TI for the 19 years old, then a different one for the 20. It's better to use my spreadsheet in this case. But I don't know how this price will grow, so I will just keep him here for now. After this last round, I have these four guys saved to be checked. Let's see this one. The bid didn't grow. This one, the bid is still the same as well. This one, the bid is the same. And this one I just opened, the bid must be the same. It's being sold for agent price. In normal days, I would wait to check, but this video is kinda long already, I don't want to make it longer, so let me just spend 2 scouts on those two first guys. I have many scouts, so it shouldn't be a problem. This one, we need him to be in his first year of bloom, right? Yeah. Then he could give me some profit. Possibly, not sure. I have to put on my spreadsheet, but let me send a scout first. I'll send this one. He is in his second year of bloom, which means that here the most I can use is 22. He will give me this profit and he's costing this. 5 million difference, 5 point something million difference. The salary will increase. Yeah, not profitable according to my requirements. This guy is out. Let me check this one. So far, I consider that he's in his second year of bloom and he could be profitable. Let me check with the scout. Yeah, in fact, he is in his second year of bloom. Okay, let me see. But this wage thing can be very tricky. I should put him on my spreadsheet to check. But before, let me scout the other two guys. This one, what do I expect? If he's at least on his second year of bloom, yeah, it can be good for me. Let me see. I usually spend the scouts that don't have youth or senior at 20. Like I have this one, I save them to the end, these ones. This one doesn't have development. So I spend the ones who only have development first, like this one, for example. This guy is in the second year of bloom. Okay, we can analyze him too. 21, 11, yeah, could be good. And this third one, okay, if I'm to bet, I will bet that he's in his third year of bloom. Let's see. Here, yeah, I guess right. He's in his third year of bloom, so he has only 2 more weeks of bloom to go. He's being sold for agent price, so he's obviously not profitable. Then we have those two guys without check on my spreadsheet. First, this one. I quickly fill up his data. Okay, based on the simulation, at the end of his bloom, he can give me a profit of 23 million. The trader's calculator said 26.5. See, more than 3 million difference. Okay, 23 million. Currently, he's costing 16. So it gives me almost 17. Let's consider 17. So it gives me like 6 million. 6 million after two seasons. Yeah, I can also see here on the spreadsheet how many weeks I'm gonna stay with the player. 21. Okay, so less than 2 seasons. After less than 2 seasons, 6 million profit. So it's good for my expectations. I will keep him on my watching list. Let's see how this price will change. Okay, maybe I still show him to you in the video. Let's see. Now let's go to the other guy. I will quickly fill up his data too. After the simulation, I'm getting a negative value here, so there may be something wrong. Wait. Okay, this is the problem. The skill index I put wrong. Okay, now let's see. The profitability is going to be 19. 19 after almost 2 seasons. More precisely, 20 weeks. After 20 weeks, he gives me 19 of profit. I will have to pay 11 for him, which means I get 8 million profit after 2 seasons, which is within my requirements. I want at least 3 million, so I can keep watching him. Good. We have two guys to watch that I can try to buy. I wait until the clock is close to the end and I'll show you guys what happened. Just before I go back to the players to follow their auction, let me check how much I can pay for each of them. As we saw before, I'm expecting this profitability of with each of them, and I want to have at least 3 million per season, which means that in the end I should get, if I get 6 million here is good. Then let's see. For 6 million I can pay around 17 for the first and 13 for the second. Oh, but not thousand, million. I think this is the purchase price. Okay, if I pay that for this one, I would have around 6 million, and for this one, around 6 million too. Okay, so for now, let's set these limits. For the first one, 70 million, for the second one, 30 million. I will put some notes to help me remember. This one, I can pay it up to 17 million. So basically, I can make one bid, right? Because if I make the next bid will be like 18 million. So yeah, I can make just one bid. And for this one, I can pay 13 million. Okay, let me go back to the other one. There are still 5 minutes to go. I'll let you know when it's closer. Okay, guys, we have around 2 minutes for the auction to end, and I'm planning to buy this player with a single bid. Because if someone else bids, I'm practically out of the auction based on my projections. As you see, I don't have the trader calculator's details anymore because once I put the note, the page updated and I lose it. But I made a simulation in the spreadsheet, so I know what I have to do. As I told you before, I like to wait until the clock is very close so that I can bid. But someone bid, I will bid anyway. Okay, so this is my limit. I went a bit over my limit, which is 300 more. I expect someone to cover me, yeah, as this guy just did, because they couldn't make the far simulation as I did, so they don't know what's the real profitability of the player. Maybe they will have a loss here, but it's also possible that they have a higher training grounds, then they make profit. Based on my projection, I shouldn't go further here, so I will stop. I'm not trying to buy this player anymore. Okay, I'm sorry for raising the expectation, but right now I'd have to bid more than 18 million, so I should stick to my limits. Let's just quickly check this guy to see his training rounds and think whether it would be profitable for him or not. His team has around 1 year old and he has training ground 10. Okay, since he has training ground 10, probably the player is still profitable for him. Let's not judge him badly. I still have one more guy. How is the other one? This one, there are 4 minutes to go. And in this one, I have a bigger margin of bets. My limit is 13 and he's currently at 11. Then I can have better hope with this one. The auction is close to be over now. 1 minute, around 30 seconds. Wait, when the clock's very close to 1 to bid. And as you remember, my initial limit is 13 million. Let's hope we can buy for the cheapest possible. Wait a few seconds more, and I think I'll bet now. Okay, I hope none of these players are watching anymore, and we can buy for this price. We are close to the end, around 10 seconds more to go. Let's hope no one else bids, and I can get a player for this price, which would give me quite a good profit, above my expectations. And it happens. We bought the player for around 11 million. Let me quickly go back to my spreadsheet to see how much profit I expect. So this was my limit, but I actually bought for 11 million. No, not this. Later I put the exact value as you see here, but this is just to make it faster. So after how long? After 20 weeks, I expect to make a profit of 8 million with this player, which is like 4 million per season, ahead of my expectations of 3 million per season. Pretty good, no? Okay, while the other player, I stopped bidding on him, but let's say that I bought him for 18,500. How much profit would I make? Only 4 million, 4.7 million after 2 seasons, so really not good. So that's why it's important to stick to your limits. If you set a limit, don't go much over. Okay. Now I could go back to the transfer list and keep looking for players. This was the last one. We checked. I lost this one, but I bought this one. That's why you see this green and red here. Okay. But the video is quite long already. I think we had enough fun for now. I will keep looking for players that I have, as I have 3 more spots to fulfill. Then I'll see. In the future, I may make a video telling you what players I bought. Okay? That's all for this video, guys. If you have questions, write them down below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you soon.